ho, ho, ho. Hip hip parade for Christmas vacation.
Hey guys, House of Blackout. My name is Chuck Timbrook. This is Don Brown. Our YouTube channel, House of Blackout. We're back here and we got some veterans with us tonight. And we're going to do a little bit more talking. I'm going to turn this over to Don Brown. I'm not feeling that great, so Mr. Brown,
all right,
you do the honor and
sure.
take her.
So guys, welcome to the House of Blackout. As you see, we're around our round table, which is square. And tonight's topic will be, since we're in a holiday, where did you spend your holiday when you was deployed, and how did you make the best of it? That'll be our first topic, and we'll see how it goes. So let's start with you, Mike.
Good evening. Nice to have you all come back and visit us. As Dom said, now that it's the holidays, in my case, trying to think back 52 years ago, that's not that easy anymore. I'll do what I can here. It seems to me that most of the whatever holidays happen to occur, which I wasn't aware of most of them, it was spent probably better than the guys in the field over there, out in the boonies. They didn't have much of a chance. I understand that the Army, the Marines, they'd fly a resupply helicopter out to those guys, and they had these containers, they were called mermite, and they would put turkey dinner and dressing and gravy and all that stuff in there for the guys, and Christmas dinner, so they got a little something. Myself, on the other hand, I digressed on you a bit there, but myself, I had a little canvas thing to lay on at night, and I had a little thing over the top of my head, for what that's worth. That's why I beat feet to the Air Force when I thought I was going to get, I was about one step from being drafted. And today I can say I'm not really sorry I did that, but my Christmas and Thanksgiving, all the services tried to help us over there as much as they could. And actually, if you think about the extenuating circumstances at the time, you go back to 1969, that's half a lifetime, half a century, okay? If you think about it, I myself think they did a pretty good job, pretty fair job of doing, the very best that they could for us. I mean, the accommodations and the amenities over there were a little on the slim side, to say the very least. So, and I haven't kept current with how the military operates as of today. It's probably a lot better than there. I mean, but at that time, but I have always thought that the United States military, in all the branches, has always tried to do a little extra for the ladies and the men at that time of year, given light of the fact that your family's home, you're someplace else. It's I think it sort of speaks for itself. So that was my experience. I was okay with it. I really was. I was okay with it. This fine gentleman right here, Dave, he was across the pond. He could speak to it probably better than me.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Dave was in the Navy. I was in the Air Force. I guess Dave and I took the easy way out. I don't know. Maybe we didn't have a whole lot of choice, but I don't know. I still get confused trying to think back that far, but
yeah.
But anyhow, Dave will tell you about what he did over there.
Oh yeah. First of all, just to clarify something, I joined the Navy so I could sit off of Italy and tour Europe, stuff like that. But that just didn't work out.
No.
Darn it.
So I wound up in the Southeast Asia War Games.
It didn't work out too good.
But actually, by that time, I had gotten in a little bit of a mess with the first lieutenant I was under. So the second one come in, I made it my point not to get into a mess again. And he finally took me up to Camp Carter, which was at the Freedom Hill, near Freedom Hill, and I became his sort of assistant towards the last few months of my tour, and it was getting close to April's when I got out of there. So anyway, he comes into me one day, I'm on radio watch, it's Christmas Day, and he says, you got a decent uniform? I said, yeah, I've got one up in the closet. I had one that I came over in and could go back in. He said, put it on and be down here in 10 minutes. I said, I'm on radio watch. He says, don't worry about it. I come down, he gives me a white helmet and a band. And I got to stand right there with Bob Hope on Freedom Hill.
No kidding.
Oh,
I was one of those guys with the helmets on.
I mean,
Wow.
So that was kind of a...
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that is awesome.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys and ladies over there, they never got to see him, depending on the units that they were attached to,
Right.
what was going on at the time. I know most of the troops over there look forward to being able to see him. And was that Recro Welch
Yeah, that's who was...
and that other lady he used to carry around with him? Guys used to like that. I never saw him.
I'll tell you what, I stared over the throngs of people. I never saw so many people in one place in my life.
Yes.
Kind of worried me. I was afraid Charlie was
Dave-
going to take advantage of
Dave,
it.
Yes.
Dave's exactly right. That always worried me a little bit too. Of course, I wasn't there, but thankfully, but I can see why that would worry a bunch of people.
yeah.
That many people. I mean, those guys, the South Vietnamese, they're smart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they were smart.
Mhm.
Not as smart as they think, but they were smart.
Oh yeah.
And they were people who took advantage of just the slightest thing. They can take nothing and make something. But somehow, some way, it amazed me how what they could do over there. So, yeah, I know what Dave's saying. You get all that people kind of grouped together in one big deal. It won't take a whole lot to, you know. But I guess the tour that he used to have, they probably had their own security. I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
And I don't think they were going to drop him and Rector Welch down in the middle of the bush. Particularly, I mean, they did in a way, but not the bush.
Yeah.
I saw a movie about that. And he did get into complications from time to time,
He did.
depending upon where he was going.
Yes, he did. Yes,
But
he
thank
did.
God at Freedom Hill he didn't get into any because
Yeah,
they could have really nailed
I
us
remember
there.
reading something about that, Dave. Yeah.
Just
But,
think they could have had Chuck Timbrook over in it, been better.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, how about Elvis Presley? Did he fight in the war? Did he mostly sing?
He stayed in Germany, I think.
Yeah, well, I know he was in. Is that where he was at, Johnny?
He was OCS.
They wasn't going to send him. I don't think they were going to send him anywhere.
I don't think so.
He was just a singer, basically.
Well, basically, they wasn't going to send him in the,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
in
don't
there.
think they're going to send Bob Hope. I don't think
unless
that
he was going in
gonna
with a golf club.
But all credit to him. He was a pretty unselfish man when it came to that. He stuck his neck out within reason,
Yeah.
and you know, he made a lot of people over there, women, men, whatever, made a lot of people happy.
Another thing was that we talk about the supply chain problems today and stuff. My parents sent me a little Christmas tree. You know when I got it? Around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So I
Damn.
took a
Wow.
Christmas tree, and there was this mama son that used to hang out. You know, she cleaned the hut and stuff like that. I gave it to her. She took it home it was Ted. So I say, "Here, celebrate Ted." She took it.
Not to make a joke out of it, because a lot of our soldiers wouldn't think this is funny, and it's not really funny. But that Mama Sans, he was talking about, we had good room service over there.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to pay for it, but I mean, it was they helped a lot. I mean, they really did. So I don't have it.
What about your experience?
Well, my experience was kind of similar to these guys. You know, I was on QRF team for most holidays, and we were doing the security for some of the USO show guys. And you know, like you guys say, you know, you get all those people in one area. We used to say grenades kill, you know, because in Iraq they always used to, you know, do the RPGs in the water. So, but we was fortunate on those days that we had USO shows Nothing really bad happened. But I got to see, I really didn't get to meet him, but Toby Keith, when he came to Iraq, so we did like the convoy for him, and then we just stayed on the perimeter. That was about it. So I just got to see him when he got out of his Pajero. That was their SUV, his little Pajero. It wasn't like a big SUV we have here. But it's pretty cool to have him and Cheryl Wright come in, and she sung the song Bumper My SUV because her brother's a Marine, and it was pretty cool. But you know, I spent 16 years in the Army, and out of the 16 years, about 8 of them were deployments. But you know, we make the best out of every deployment, especially for the holidays. And that's when, you know, you got your brothers and sisters to your left and your right, you make the best of it.
Yep.
You sure do.
And it was funny because the first deployment, the first combat deployment, we got this Connex full of near beer. And it's like, oh guys, we got beer. And you get the one soldier that reads, it says 0.001% alcohol.
Yeah.
And we're like, we gotta drink the whole Connex to get drunk.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know. But
You
good old
drowned
duels.
before you got a high.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Good
Sarge
old
got the
duels.
good stuff, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
He kept the good stuff.
But it was pretty cool. We had a good time. I had a good time with my battle buddies there, and we just made the best of it, you know. But I definitely, my hat goes off to all the spouses that was home during those times when we was away, and especially if they had children. It was just, you know, I wouldn't know how I would explain it to my child if one of the parents weren't there during the holiday, because that's what children like to see. They want to see mom and dad.
That's right.
You know.
You sure do.
No matter what's going on, you know, they just, you know, but yeah, it was overall pretty well. Can't complain too much. So, want to do one more topic, Chuck?
Yeah, let's tell us about your radio station and advertisement.
Okay. So, WRGG 93.7 FM in Greencastle, every Sunday, Warrior Empowerment Hour from 6 to 7 p.m. So we had a good show last week, and this week we're gonna have this week, let's see, what is this week? No, we'll have a good show this week because this is not the holiday week. But we're gonna have a pretty good show this week. The topic is gonna be on caregiving. So it's gonna be pretty good. We talked about triggers for veterans. We talked about triggers for secondary PTSD for the spouses. And then we also talked about spouses' superpowers. So it's pretty awesome. So we're going to do that. Then on March 19th, we have Music Festival at the Pavilion at the AMVETS from 10 until, which is pretty well. And here's some good news. I reached out to one of our donors. They donated 3 cases of chicken tenders.
Wow.
Frozen, and 3 cases of the wiener hot dogs. So we're definitely going to be using those. It's pretty awesome. And then starting January and February, every Friday, we have opportunity to be at the Pavilion from 8 p.m. until RMP Productions, Rhythm Machine Productions. It's a Navy veteran. His gift is to turn the turntables and be a DJ. So we're going to have him every Friday in January, every Friday in February to do shows up there. So come on out there, be a cash bar, it'll be food, and just come out and have a good time. So we're doing bigger and better things. We're helping out all the veterans. So we want to make sure, you know, if you have a special craft you want to do, let us know. If we have the means and the know-how, we'll get it done and make sure you can do your craft, whether it's painting, being a DJ, working on cars, whatever it is. If it's for the progression of you to be a better person, look here, we're going to help you out.
Yep.
So, and that's what it's all about. You know, guys, we're here every Wednesday from 5 to 9. We're right here in Martinsburg, right here at, what is this called? What's that pharmacy?
Reed's Farm.
Reed's Pharmacy. So come on out here, you'll see us. The Blackout Veteran Stop. You'll see the signs coming in, you can't miss it. So definitely tune in. If you're a veteran, product of a veteran, spouse, EMT, first responder, you name it. Come on out here, we support you. You know, so we had wonderful times. We had a great meal. We had some nice chili. We had some chicken salad and some ham salad. And we're just here with our battle buddies, family and friends out here. And that's what it's all about.
I wanted to just take 1 second. Just prior to this, to Don taking this video for us, Chuck Timbrook got a phone call. We have one of the volunteers that really does a good job for us here. We just got notification that he had a heart attack and he's got pneumonia and he's not in real good shape. So I would ask that maybe all of us could sort of say a little prayer for him, that he comes through this, because I think I know it's important to us.
Yeah,
And,
very.
like I said, and I don't mean to rain on this parade, but we're losing a lot of our veterans. I myself lost a very good friend of many years, and then just recently, last week, we lost another veteran that would come in here. He was, in fact, I just spoken with him, about 3 weeks ago. We talked for quite a while. He had come to one of our car shows, and he and I had a nice little conversation sitting outside. He's not here with us. And now we're on the verge of the possibility of losing another brother. So I just wanted to mention that because that's something that just occurred. So you folks can, say a little good wishes for him.
Yes.
And hopefully he'll get through this and get out of this. And, all will be well.
Indeed. So prayer warriors out there, pray for them. Pray for all our veterans.
Yeah, the veterans are, I don't know, I'm not going to go as far as to say they're the backbone of the country. Some people think they are, and in my opinion, I have my opinions, but I'm very careful anymore today in this politically correct world that we have to exist in. Sometimes what you think and what you believe is better kept to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a proponent of that based on the last 10 years, 15 years I've lived here. I've watched it change. But let me put it to you this way. The veterans were real important,
Mm-hmm.
very important in this country. Really important in this country. And that's not to say that there are not a lot of other organizations that are, because believe me, in my opinion, they are.
Mm-hmm.
We have people come in here, Chuck and I have people come in here every day that come from various other areas in life where they're all about helping people and doing for other people, probably as much, if not more, than they do for themselves. And I think, in my opinion, the sooner this country can kind of work its way back to that, I don't know, might be a little better on everybody.
That's it.
I hope I haven't overstepped my grounds politically,
No, I don't think you have.
but I don't want to do that. We're here. We kind of believe in just respect and honor.
Yep.
It's impossible to not talk politics today. I don't care who you are or where you are. It's going to happen. But here we do our best to keep it polite and nice. And I think so far we've done a pretty good job.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We've been very careful with that. So there's enough of that out here in the world.
Right.
We, in these four walls, because this is for veterans and it's what this is all about, we try to keep it, well, nice.
Yeah.
It's warm and nice. And I think the vets that come in here and our volunteers and everything else, I think if you were to ask any one of them, they would probably say it's not only is it a fun place to come, it's quiet, it's peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like a second home. I know there are a bunch of wives out here in the world that don't appreciate that. I mean, I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Once you come in here and you start hanging out with us in here, it kind of gets habitual. I
Yeah.
mean, before you know it, you want to be here all the time.
That's true.
So I'm not advocating that. by the way. That's for everybody to decide for themselves. But I think if any of you folks were to stay tuned to our website, the medias that Don hooks up for us all the time, and look at what the House of Blackout does all the time, and
Yes.
kind of stay up with all the stuff we're doing and we're trying to do, I think you would find out that the opinions from most of the people that are involved with this would say it's a pretty nice place.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, on balance, it's a pretty nice place. It's pretty relaxed. And, so,
I would also like to ask for prayers for Chuck Timbrook, because
Thank you.
he's been feeling kind of down lately
Thank
and
you,
is
Dave.
facing some challenges. So if we all could say a quick prayer for him, that would be really appreciated, because he's a fine guy.
Tommy, thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I want to say thanks to Dave for that.
Yes.
Dave is a very perceptive human being. He picks up on a lot of things I don't pick up on. I guess I'm not so perceptive anymore. But to add just a little note to that, I work with Chuck every day of my life. I'm in here, more or less, and the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, what I've been seeing is not to my liking where Chuck's concerned. And as you all know, Chuck is the one that built the Blackout. That's his. He and his wife spent all those years doing for veterans, and so I hope that things are gonna. I hope things are gonna turn around and improve for Chuck. And in the meantime, myself, and Tommy, and Toby, and Dave, and Don, we're gonna carry the mantle for this
Yes.
indefinitely. I will. I mean, we're not we're gonna kind of carry this along as we can. And this is not going anywhere. I can tell you that.
That's right.
This is a forever thing here.
I support you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we have a lot of people locally in the area here that support, I think, what we're doing here. We're certainly trying, and we'll keep trying, irrespective of whatever happens with any of this. So just want to let you all know that we're here. We're going to be here. We're going to be here no matter what. So I think that's kind of the attitude that most veterans in this world take today. The veterans, we can be a pretty persistent group.
Oh yes.
If we need to be. So that's where we're at.
Easy.
What else you got to say, Don? Anything?
I think that's it.
You want to add? Dave? What about you, Dave?
I can't think of anything additional. Just to wish everybody a wonderful holiday
Oh,
season.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Y'all have a great holiday.
Great holiday.
That's good. We're going to have a little Christmas Eve party here with the veterans, and we're going to have some food. I don't know. Maybe somebody will even get me a Christmas present. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, you never
I might
know.
even get a little Christmas gift
That's right.
out of this deal. But no, we're going to have a nice Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And so, just kind of want our family here to your family, as Dave said, please have a safe, good one, holiday, please. I mean, it's all good. It's all good.
That's
It's all
right.
good. It really is. It's all good.
So until next time, guys. Peace. Salute.
It's that time. Christmas time is here. Everybody